Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be taking a look at Naya Humans, but partly because there was, well, one real human that's good in the new set, because everything else was Phyrexians. We actually have Melira. And why we like Melira, Melira is a decent sized body for 2 mana and can save some of your other creatures that can really cause a problem for your opponent and gives us protection against sweepers. So let's just see how Melira fits into this whole plan for Naya Humans today. As always, thank you to those of you that have joined the channel, bought merchandise, supported our sponsors, all that good stuff. It's been helping out so much. And speaking of sponsors, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. That'll save you 5% at checkout. All right, so getting into this deck, this looks like other Naya Humans list. We didn't really add that many new cards, so this should be pretty easy for y'all to build. But going down the list, we're going to play 4 Hopeful Initiates because this is still probably one of the best things we can play at 1 mana. And there are times we're going to use this just to remove artifacts and enchantments, which is pretty good. We've got 2 Skrelv Defector Mites. Now, this isn't a human, and it's the one non-human in the list, but truthfully, it actually is really, really good. When you're talking about being able to make something big unblockable or protect one of your key creatures from getting killed, this is going to do a lot of work in here, I imagine. Then we got 3 Guardian of New Benelia. I wanted to play 4, but realistically, we needed room for some of the other new cards, and this is actually pretty resilient to a lot of things, so we love this card in here. 2 Intrepid Adversaries. Again, if you want to find room for a 3rd, I get it, but we were out of room, so we're just playing 2 of them. But this is a good finisher for the most part to pump your team up. 4 Thalia, and this is where it gets a little tough, because a lot of times I like to play just 3 Thalia. However, when we're playing all creatures, we kind of want to slow down the opponent's removal, their depopulates, their farewells, right? Thalia is going to help out with that. Got 2 Valor Stance, so we have some removal in here. We have 2 Catildas to help our mana and give us a few trick things we can do. We've got 2 Melira the Living Cure. Now, Melira we like a lot. Not just does it save your team, and not only is it a 3/3 for 2, Melira also keeps you from getting extra poison. And for those of you that were concerned, because you've seen all the poison decks going around, you won't get more than 1 poison counter a turn, and that goes a long way toward keeping you alive, especially when you're able to race with creatures equal or larger than what the opponent's making. Should be very good for us. Don't really have room for more than 2, but if she turns out to be very good, then we'll go ahead and play a 3rd one, potentially. Obviously, Adeline, good card. Nothing to really talk about there. Anointed Peacekeeper. This is a card that I almost feel if you're going to not be playing a bunch of counters or protective spells or whatever, you kind of got to have Peacekeeper, because again, this kind of goes with Thalia of taxing your opponent, slowing down those key spells, and buying you an extra turn or 2. 3 Brutal Cathar, because it happens to still be a human, more removal. King Darien, extra large, the 8th, also happens to be a human, so obviously pump your team. Helana Lena, partners. People forget sometimes that these are humans, and with the lands that we have, this makes them actually pretty easy to cast. Should be no problem. And then 1 Sigarda, Champion of Light, can get us some extra cards in a pinch, but generally just going to pump our team, and most importantly, be a flyer, right? Because there are things like Phyrexian Obliterators in the world that are going to be gumming up the ground, that this just being able to come over the top can actually still end games for you. Or even in the face of a Shieldred, right? If you have this, and maybe some way to pump it up or something, there you go. So yeah, lands, we've got 2 Iganjo, 3 Plains, 3 Battlefield Forge, 1 Sundown Pass, 2 Brushland, Overgrown Farmland, 4 Razor Verge Thicket, one of the new cards, which is awesome, 4 Plaza of Heroes, and 4 Secluded Courtyard. And honestly, you could probably get by without the Razor Verge Thicket and just mess around with Overgrown Farmlands and stuff if you didn't want to spend so many wild cards. However, you're probably going to use the Razor Verge Thickets at some point in the future, so it's not going to kill you to do that. But hey, if you just want to save your resources, that's a thing you can do. But otherwise, yeah, we're going to see if this holds up. We've played it in the last couple seasons and it was good. Don't know what it's going to look like now. So y'all go enjoy the games. I'll catch up with you on the back end of the video and we'll talk about what we think. Alright, this is a fairly easy keep. Let's see what we can do with this. No 1 mana thing, unfortunately. So we're going to go and play this and put it on humans. Probably going to end up just calling Thalia before playing Melira. But, all things considered, we might end up just playing Thalia into Peacekeeper. We'll see, though. Oh, Jenny Faye, that's going to be a real problem. Because we are not up against what I thought we might be. Oh, what? Brotherhood's in is out there. What? Did not expect that from a token deck. Huh. So, what happens here? We call Galagreeters, but then they have double Brotherhoods in left in hand, so they cast one. I guess we call Galagreeters? That's weird. Okay. No attacks. Okay, so they're going to play the Galagreeters anyway. Not what I was anticipating. This gets curiouser and curiouser. So if I play Darien, I lose everything because they don't have any other creatures. They'd have to draw one. We could play Adeline and I guess attack with the Peacekeeper, or play Melira and Guardian so we could save stuff. Alright. Okay, I guess we're just going to go with Guardian and Melira. And we'll see how this goes. This is a hand I would not expect them to have here. So obviously they're looking for a creature. Now they can play a Brotherhood's End, then another Brotherhood's End. Like that's a real thing. We can go ahead and block, and it doesn't harm us here. Realistically. Because if we regenerate, we're going to regenerate from the same stuff later. So let's block. I'm going to end up discarding a card anyway. So let's block here. And then I'll just discard that, I guess. I mean, because we know what's coming. And sadly, I think I'm just going to save a Peacekeeper. I think. Yeah. All right. Opponent concedes anyway. Yeah, what was going to end up here is we were going to end up with Peacekeeper and Guardian post Sweeper here. Then I'm probably just going to play Adeline the next turn, just to make sure we have some creature that doesn't die to a Brotherhood's End. So we get to attack for 3, 4, 5, 6 at a minimum. So they're already at 7. And then we have a Darien we can either discard, or we can just play it the next turn for some combination of lethal. So we weren't in bad shape there at all. This is a little awkward, but we're going to keep it. Kind of looking for an untapped white source here, though. If we don't get it, this is going to be a little tough. What does this do? Equipped creature has toxic. Okay. Fair enough. Equips for 1. Yeah, cute. Alright. Well, we're still going to be looking for land here, though I think we're just going to open with Thalia to make it harder for them to play easy spells. If they want to spend mana to bouncer or whatever, so be it. Delver, sure. Gonna equip Delver. Excellent. Excellent. Love to see it. And attacking we will go. And that equips up. Sure. Let's find something to pump our team. That is not a thing that pumps our team. But we'll put this on human. I guess we can just go this. And actually, if we just do 2 of these. Do I want 2 Hopeful Initiates, or do I want 1 Guardian? I think we want Hopeful Initiates. and pass. Partly because if we attack with everything, we do get counters, and we can remove 2 of them if we want to destroy that artifact. Now, admittedly, they can have other stuff that, you know, we'll just have to deal with it if they have it, but we'll see. Alright, our turn, so that flips. That's also really good. Don't mind that at all. Let's see. Yeah, sure. We'll attack with all of it. We'll see what happens. Actually, that's not totally true. Let's attack with this with Enlist. And we'll tap this. So lots of things happening here. You know, I guess I'll take another Guardian. Not excited about it, but it's fine. And now we can wait and see how they block, what they decide to do here. Sure, that works for us. They're probably going to use Tyvar's stand or whatever that thing is here. Gift of Gaia. Or Gaia's Gift. Put a +1 on target creature. It gains trample, reach, hexproof, indestructible until end of turn. So that won't die. So it's just, do we want to give ours hexproof? Basically. And I think the answer is yes. Or indestructible. Oh, wait. They don't get indestructible. They get hexproof. Oh, no, they do get both. They get hexproof and indestructible. Alright, never mind. Alright. Alright, opponent's at 9. I'll just hold this so we have a reasonable discard for later. Alright, let's see what they do here. 3 cards left. Alright. I mean, I don't even... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to attack with everything. Yeah, it's not even worth enlisting there, because if we just attack across the board, these become 3 power. So then we've got... They have to block a 3. Then you've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, meh. I mean, if they have a way to bounce something or whatever, sure. But that's no better if we enlist. So we just do that, probably play one of these, and then be ready to try to win next turn. So yeah, that was an awkward game, but played out well. We will definitely keep this. Even though these don't all help each other. But we'll have them en masse. I'll also have to remember to take a point on turn 2, unless we draw another white land, because this doesn't tap for anything, unless you have a legendary thing. That is an interesting card to have here, though. Attack for 1. Play these duders out. Alright. Just a pile of little 1/2s. Question is, are they good enough? A Bank Buster. Okay, well, I guess we're going with this. Borrowed Times, Hallowed Hauntings, Ossifications. Huh. They have to find a land for the Borrowed Times. Though, if we call it, then, well, Ossification will work anyway. Oh, they have a land. They have a Roadside Reliquary. Oh, boy. I mean, if we use... Alright, I'm just going to call Borrowed Time, I guess. And then they'll use Ossification to remove our Peacekeeper, I suppose. Yep. Now, we can also try to get that back by removing counters from other duders there, so that's fine. As much as I'd like to do that, I think I'm just going to do this. And just try to get ahead on board. I mean, opponent, I guess, could still just borrowed time some things, but like, what are we going to do about it, you know? The other thing, too, by choosing the ossification, we put them in a situation where they had to use that turn. So now if they want to remove something, they have to remove it with borrowed time, which means they can't use the Bank Buster. Whereas if we'd done it the other way, they use a borrowed time on a thing, now they could ossification and Bank Buster this turn. So at least put them back a card for 2 turns by doing it this way, but it may not ultimately matter. The opponent is at 13 with a lot of life here. And right now, we're just trying to get some counters on the Initiate so we could get back our Peacekeeper. So maybe we could call like Depopulate or something or whatever. Because without it, I think we're going to be in trouble. But this looks like it might be mono white enchantments, and they may not actually be playing Depopulate, so we have to see. I think what the opponent's deciding here is can they get away with going for Hallowed Haunting or not. But the reality is they need to remove the Intrepid Adversary so they can put counters. So we can't put counters on the Initiates. Because if we do, they play Hallowed Haunting here, then we get a chance to kill the Hallowed Haunting before they get anything, and that's not good for them. That was strange. Okay, then I guess we just attack. Okay, and the opponent concedes. Weird. Okay, I guess we keep. Yep. I think this is kind of just Guardian if we can sneak one through. They might discard it, or counter it. Okay, cool. We actually don't mind those getting countered, to be honest. Like, we have other things we'd like to save. Let's go with this here. This definitely will draw a counter if they have another one. Yep, works for me. And then next turn we could play 2 things, hopefully. At least we're going to attempt to. We're going to go here. Go here. Alright. End the turn. Yep, you got it. Now your stuff's cheaper. Is it non-creature spells or no, instants and sorceries? Alright, that's a thing. We'll try this, I guess. Don't know if it's going to resolve, but let's find out. Go to attacks. Oh, alright. I thought maybe they were going to bounce something or whatever there. Alright, their stuff's really cheap now. We just have to hope they don't get a white land for a farewell, because that stops all our fun. Scrutiny. Alright, that finds them a lot of cards, which means our board's going to get decimated next turn. Super sad. Not a lot we can do about it, though. Go to attack, I guess. Huh, so they're going to Fateful Absence. I mean, we could blow this up to save Darien. I think we will. Yeah, alright. That still leaves up... that's fine. That's probably still correct. Alright, well, they get to gain some life. So that's unfortunate. Alright. It's probably going to be game then. I was wondering if there's a world where I could have played this and got more attacks in, but didn't look like it worked out. Or more damage, I mean. Alright. I mean, I assume if you got a farewell, we're going to see it now, right? No? No, they say. I mean, I feel like we're still up against it and are going to die either way. Might as well. Yep, okay, that didn't work. Alright, try to attack again. Opponent goes to 6. No point in playing Thalia here, because they have so much mana, technically, with the apparatus, so we wouldn't be achieving much. I mean, we'd slow them down a little bit, but not a significant amount. Alright. Whatever you got, you got. I can't do anything about it. Obviously, something's gonna die here. I just don't know what. And I guess we'd have to find another adversary here. Ooh, a soul partition. That's interesting. Do I want to... I guess I don't want to sacrifice this. Because that just gives me a thing to play later. Did not get a thing to pump our team, so that's super unfortunate. Let's go with one of these. Let's attack. I guess I'm gonna attack with... even though I want to enlist. Oh, they didn't have anything. I thought they would have had something in hand there. Wow. That sucked. I swear, I thought they had something. That's why the only reason I didn't enlist. I would have definitely rather scribed there. Alright. GG's. Alright, keeping it. Go and run this out there. Sadly, just going to go with another initiate onto it, looks like. So anything in the way, we can't run into it. Yep. Sort of saw that coming. Yeah, we'll play the other one. Why not? And then pass. I mean, if we get real frisky, I guess we could double block an underdog, but we weren't going to do that anyway.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my...
Sure, you got it. We'll sack one of these. Really? Yeah, no blocks. I mean, ooh. I wasn't even thinking about that. But, yeah, let's do this. Let's see what's in their hand so we know what we're playing around. Oh, Shieldred. Definitely going to call it Shieldred. Alright. Sounds good.
Nothing more.
Another underdog. Okay. Do we just call Trespasser now? I mean, we tap this. We'd have 4 mana. We could play this if we wanted to, but it doesn't achieve anything. I guess that's not totally true. Put counters on Catilda. Nah, I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to call Graveyard Trespasser. Alright, no attacks. Okay. Alright, now we've got mana to start doing things. Let's do this. Oh, can't do that. We can do this, though. Alright, no attacks. Alright, you got a Shieldred. Ooh, that's neat. We like that. What if we put counters on Adeline? You probably trade Adeline for a Shieldred. How do we feel about that? It'd only be a 6. I mean, I guess you could double block with some other combination. Yeah, let's just wait. Doop. What would you like to do? Sure. I mean, because these don't matter now. They already did their job. Yep. But here... Oh, well, that's a bonus. Not what I was thinking we were going to do. I had other plans. But, yeah, that works great. Get rid of that. And then we can use this on here. Call black. Put counters up on it. And then attack for a lot. The opponent takes 11. Sounds great. I mean, yeah, we just get to attack with everything. Yeah, it doesn't change much. Block. First strike that one. And that's going to do it. I mean, I guess they could have a kill spell here. You have to kill Adline. Yep. Oh, they're going to go to 9 anyway. Do we have enough? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we had exactly enough. Okay. Let's do it to it. Put that on Humans. Alright, not completely sure what we're up against yet, so let's just go with Athalia. Only greatly matters if this is like an enchantment type deck and we slow them down or something, but okay, that'll help. Oh, Fateful Absences. Jace. Oh, this is what we're doing. Alright, I guess we'll just go Fateful Absence. Why not? Well, that's cute. Go to attack. Oh, they had Niganjo. Alright, well, I guess we'll just Fateful Absence again. Interesting they didn't play the land, because I would have thought maybe they would have tried to Soul Partition something, but now they're just digging for a land. So here I think we have to play Guardians. So, or I guess we could play Guardian and Melira. Helena, Elena, you were so nice. Alright. We're not going to have 2 cards to discard anyway, so let's go ahead and play Melira. Then we'll attack. Alright, in the turn. So they can still Soul Partition something here. Oh, they're going Bank Buster? Is that it? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Alright. Well, the taxing cards did their job. Yeah, let's keep it. This is one where I would have much rather been on the play to try to figure out what the opponent's doing here. But maybe we'll find something that pumps our team or whatever and can turn it into a little something. That probably isn't going to help us all that much. We could be in some trouble here. Yep. That's not good for us. That is for sure. Alright. What do we do here? Play Catilda leaves us 3 mana, doesn't do anything, so we kind of have to just play Helena and Elena. Alright. Oh, we can't. We're still going to be 1 short. Oh, yeah, we don't have any choice here. That's tough. Alright. Don't know if we can race this. I mean, we can make blockers. So that counts for something, I guess. Oh, double Raiju. That hurts our soul. Alright. Yep. That's a lot of damage. If we go, we have to block. Otherwise, we just die to Raiju's next turn. We're probably still going to die to Raiju's next turn. But this at least gives us a chance at doing something. Alright, do this. That's 6. I guess we just do this, since we can maybe, if we're lucky, block with one. But if they have a removal spell, we die anyway, right? Alright. Hopefully they don't have a removal or haste creature. We die to a lot of things here, actually. Yeah, this is a case of opponent was on the draw. Okay, GG's. Like, that is what it is. Yeah, we'll keep it. Wasn't the best, but it's not the worst. Sadly, I'm probably gonna have to put this on, like, Might or something. So you can even play this. Oh, lay down arms. What? Who even plays that? Of course people do. I'm just being silly. Alright, let's see what happens. Usually when you see that, though, it's either soldiers or just serious mono-white control. Alright. Well, there is a plus side here. That maybe they're out of quality removal for our Adeline. I mean, we can't even cast Valor Stance because we don't have a regular land in play. So if they have it, Adeline's toast. Alright, untap land. Come on, let's go. So we get the Lana down? No. Boo. Alright, we'll at least do that. Because they can block a 1-1, I guess. Alright. Man, a land would have been so good there. Pumping up Adeline would have been gigantic. Okay, they can lay down arms. That's fair. They drew 3 of those. Wow. Oh, and they have red mana. I didn't see that coming. What are our choices? Ooh, a Thran Spider. Okay. Well, we definitely need Helena now. We're just never going to be able to punch past that. Alright. Sounds good. Come on. Ah, jeez. We have what we need in hand. We just got to get there. Oh, this is so brutal. This hurts so much. Like, just staring at our hand and just not being able to play stuff out. That doesn't help us, unfortunately, with that extra Power Stone. Alright, come on, untap land. Finally. Actually, do we put it on Thalia now? Nah, we just put it here, right? 3, 4, it's still only going to be 6. You block with both 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get to kill off the flyer, and then we lose Adeline. Yeah, alright, whatever. Seems worth it. Oh, that's all they're doing. Interesting. Are we about to get wrecked by something? Oh, this feels like it could be bad. I don't know what's about to happen, and I'm scared. Nope, they didn't have anything, apparently. Alright, we're going to try to play some early Catildas, but don't expect a lot out of them. We'll see, though. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say I was going to play Guardian, but even that doesn't matter here, so sure. We'll play the Catilda. Guardian just dies to Harvester. Maybe I'm still supposed to do it, though, and just make them use the Harvester, but I don't know. Yep, you got it. Alright. Let's play this, because that can work on a legendary thing, and then we'll go with this and this. Again, still probably should play the Guardian there, but yeah. Shoot Skrelv with something, use Harvester on something. Oh, maybe not. Harvester comes after Skrelv, maybe? I mean, you can attack with Shigeki. I ain't blocking. I'll just let you know that. Oh, they're just attacking with both. Alright, sure. Don't hate it. Now what to do? I mean, we can Intrepid Adversary for 3. Oh, no, we can't, because Skrelv is not a human. That definitely changes things. Adversary pump once? Is that good enough? Trying to think if it is, or if we just want a Guardian here. And then try to Adversary for 3 next time. I mean, maybe. Alright. We'll just pass. I'm not, like, in love with that, but I mean, I guess it's fine. Opponent wants to attack with those. Okay, I mean, I guess I block here. Discard. I guess that has to be a Battlefield Forge. Alright, we're at 12. We're definitely behind in this one. Sure, I guess we call black. This is all very peculiar and interesting to me. Sure, we'll sack Catilda? I mean, it's definitely better to hold off our better creature here. So, Valor stance is pretty nice, but we're going to play this. Auto pay. And then pass. Try to protect some creatures here. Because we are only at 8 life. Alright, they're digging, so that's somewhat of a good sign for us. Kind of silly how even in 3-color decks, people are playing Invoke Despair these days, right? Like, tells you how silly and absurd that card is. Okay, this helps a little bit. What are we gonna do here? We're at 8. Attack with the Guardian, then what? I guess we go ahead and play this. Just trying to think how they might block with that, but probably doesn't matter. So we're just going to go Guardian. Oh, do I even enlist? Actually, doesn't do us any good to attack with... Well, if we attack with that and then they block with Glissa and we give that Valor stance... That's actually pretty good. Alright, so no enlisting. We're actually just going to attack. Alright. Give that indestructible. So now we'll get some life back. So now we're at 13. Have a little bit of breathing room. And that's pretty big. We're still largely protected from spot removal because of Skrelv. Opponent can get some cards back, so... I mean, yay, we'll be dealing with Invoke Despair next turn. But, we're starting to flip the script a little bit, too. Other than Invoke Despair, what else can they get? I guess they can get Invoke Despair and a... Oh, they can't get Glissa back because that's legendary, so... Probably a cut down, if I were guessing. Alright. Justin... Oh, yeah, they didn't have enough to do both. Yeah, this is actually pretty good for us. Sacrifice a non-token creature. Huh. What do we think is more valuable? Wow, am I going to let Guardian and New Benalia go here? Just because gaining that extra life feels really good. If we let go of Darien, we can't attack with the adversary, but Guardian does let us scry. Alright, King Darien, you're out of here, I guess. That's tough. I mean, we have other things to pump our team that we could find, so... That was not one of them, however. Okay, so if we attack with just Guardian, they block. We can make this unblockable by red. Then the opponent would have a decision to make. They're going to play that, end up with 2 cards. We're going to have to sack something here, so I might as well play this post-combat. Oh, why is this so tough? Alright. Call red. And this is just to put pressure on the opponent. Like, force them into a spot. Okay, they're going to take it and go down to 6. I mean, it's kind of the best we could hope for. And hope they don't draw something good after the Invoke Despair. Alright. These are basically the same, so we'll leave the one unblocked. Or untapped, I should say. Alright. Can we get a removal card here? If so, we can win the game. Just something to remove Shieldred. That is not going to cut it. Alright, here's our other option. We're going to make this unblockable by red things. Then we're going to attack with Enlist. Oops. And then enlist that. So now they have to block with Shieldred. We will definitely take Alana and Elena. Alright, discard that. End the turn. I say, now's your chance if you're going to kill it. Sounds good. Surprised it didn't kill Skrelv, though. Skrelv would have probably been the thing you wanted to kill, I think. Now, the opponent can make other things to block with here, unfortunately. With their reflection. So we're just going to do this. And we get to add 3 counters to stuff. Yeah. They have to copy their green thing. Oh, they messed up. Alright. And we call red. That's it. Ah, tough way. Tough way. Alright, so that actually was a lot of fun, and honestly, we didn't add that many new cards to it. I think we had a couple of copies of Melira and a couple of copies of Skrelv, and that's about it. Now, I will say this. It is possible that we may want 3 Skrelv. Skrelv turned out to be worth its weight in gold multiple times. I don't know if that means that's the thing we want, because here's the thing. It let us win against Obliterators, which was very good. Let us win against heavy removal. Even in the last game, I think we won particularly because of Skrelv, right? So we kind of have to respect the card and say, hey, it's at least a way for us to win. Another thing, too, is we might have to look at finding a way to squeeze in one more removal card, potentially, because it did feel a little bit light. I don't know if that needs to be like a Fateful Absence or something like that, but maybe one more would make you feel a little bit safe. But overall, this actually was pretty good, and we played against several of the better decks, so I don't know. It overperformed as far as I'm concerned, but the other thing I like about it most is we got to play so many of the existing cards, right? If you had this deck from last season or the season before, it looks very similar, but we only swapped 4 cards. So it's not going to be hard to build, and it's not going to tax your resources very much. And again, the cards you are playing in this deck all pretty much show up in some other type of creature decks in these colors, so that's also a benefit. So you're not having to spend a bunch of resources on things you're not going to end up playing. This is actually a pretty safe bet. I just got to play careful, play around to certain things, and understand what your opponent's casting or attempting to do, what their game plan is really, and that'll help you win a few more games with this deck. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Azusa, Lost But Seeking. This is actually a really cool card and never really gets old. I mean, I think it's been reprinted like, I don't know, it feels like 5 or 6 times, but it has a bunch of different versions out there in the world. I think there's even a secret lair version, but regardless, this card, really good, really useful, and getting to play extra lands never gets old. Especially in Commander, people love this type of card, and I think it still goes for like 15 bucks. So if you have some sitting around, they still have a bunch of value, regardless of how many times they've been reprinted. But it's still low enough that if you do want to pick them up for your deck, you're not going to break the bank to get a really useful card. And if you like 3-color creature shenanigans, check out this Mardu tokens deck we actually played that was really interesting and made all the tokens. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.